Jupiter has entered Aries 28, a large disappointed audience. And we're also going to be covering today the next degree, Aries 29, a celestial choir singing. Now, when Jupiter first entered Aries, we began with the expression of emergence. And that expression, especially the first degree, it felt like an actor who, in so much of his existence, had been a member of the audience, stepped onto the stage. And the stage, you could see, is our three-dimensional reality. We've come from that spiritual dimension and entered and stepped onto the stage, which we begin in Aries. This is a sign where we learn about the expression of the self. We generate a lot of ideas because we have to just try a bunch of things and see what works to actually get us moving. So it's a sign where we expend a lot of energy because we're trying so many different things, where as we move into Taurus, it's going to be more about slowing down, refining maybe the one or two things that really work, and putting a lot of our power towards those two things. With Aries 28, a large disappointed audience, this might be a little controversial, but I'm just gonna say I see the large disappointed audience as ghosts. Basically, the spirit world watching us. They're not disappointed in us. We perceive them as disappointed in us. Even that's why I started with the term ghosts as opposed to spirits, because it's one thing to intellectually love spirit and would want to, in theory, connect with the spirit world. But then once you start investigating how, you realize a lot of what you're potentially going to be contacting is almost more like what feels like ghosts. And I recently was in a seance where we were reaching out to ghosts, and it was an amazing experience, but there was also this fear that I had, especially when I went home and thought about what ghosts could be in my own living space, and especially like going to bed at night and being in your bed and you think, are there ghosts watching me? And then you think, you sort of start to think, are the ghosts judging me? But and it really does feel like even though we're so wholly focused in our human experience, it made me think, is there a part of us that was a ghost who entered into the earth plane to perform for other ghosts, and then now he's wondering, am I doing a good job? Do these other ghosts like what I'm doing? And so I think beneath that fear of like, are the ghosts judging me? Are the ghosts gonna get mad or like attack me even? I mean, some people think that. And, but underneath that, I feel like there's like this recognition of like, oh, are they judging my performance as a soul having a human experience? But what we learn with a celestial choir singing, the next degree that Jupiter is going into, is that no. So you have to see the spirits or ghosts that are around you as your spirit guides. They're here to help you. This is why the hero's journey resonates with anyone, regardless of their life experience, because anyone who's chosen to come to Earth and have an Earth performance is a hero to their spirit audience. And I can't emphasize that enough, how when we say we're all heroes, it's actually true. And our spirit audience is learning from watching us perform, and they want to help us, and it could be our relatives, but it could also just be spirits that for whatever reason are connected to the locality. And you have to see it as the spirits, there's a detachedness in the relationship that is really key. The spirits watching us is sort of like, it is like an audience watching performers on stage. There is a separation. You don't have to worry about that much of a merging taking place. I mean, yes, have boundaries and be safe about it, of course, and always say that you're only trying to bring in spirits operating at 100% white light. Just say that before trying to communicate with them. But you will see that what you thought was a large, disappointed audience was actually a celestial choir singing. And so let them influence you in the way that they are attuning you. They're attuning your breath that you've been working on for the last few degrees. Let them attune you with their singing. But don't let them, you're still the hero in the experience. So you're still the one that has to go out and live your life, but let them help you in this transition from Aries to Taurus, where we're trying to decide which of the many ideas we generated in Aries we want to focus on with the power of Taurus. Okay, yeah, so that's it for these 2 degrees, and I hope you're enjoying Jupiter's last expression in Aries, proficiency.